Nigerian gospel minister Nathaniel Bassey has waded in on the Coza scandal. According to him, he sees what is happening as God's mighty hand in his church. He went on to call on people with evidence to come forward as God is purging the church following the controversy surrounding head pastor of Coza, Nathaniel. Many religious leaders and gospel singers are wading in on the issue. One of them being Nathaniel Bassey. In an Instagram live video, he described what was happening as God's work.
You may feel that you may be angered, you may be offended by some of my viewpoints, but like I said, I'm speaking from my little understanding of what the Word of God says. And why am I also doing this? Is it to also give my view just like everyone is doing? Am I pressured to do this? Far from it. Far from it. As a matter of fact, you would have noticed that I kept quiet, and I'll explain why that happened based on this book and why we need to take the stance of the Word of God when we have issues, not just on this particular issue. Okay, so I'm going to be speaking from the Word, and also one of the reasons why I'm doing this is to trust that people are encouraged, people are lifted, people don't give up. I've heard people say, I'm not going to church again. And I said to people, what's happening in our time? Jesus told us about it. The Bible told us about it. It happened in the early church. So what to do is, how did they deal with it? How did they react? There is nothing new. See, but it is the hand of God at work. So I even see what's happening as God's mighty hand, in his church, cleansing his.
According to him, God is purging the church as he sees God's hands in what is currently happening. He went on to call people with evidence to come out and also advise people to think carefully before reacting to the issue, and most importantly, understand the Word of God and how it plays out in this issue. He went on to give a summary of everything he said in the video. Meanwhile, following the scandal surrounding head pastor Nathaniel of the Commonwealth of Zion Assembly known as Coza, he has announced his decision to step down from his pastoral duties. Nathaniel made the announcement in a statement he released on his Instagram page. The pastor stated that he would be taking a leave of absence from the pulpit of the church.